Hello, welcome back. This is Ketchup Mustard Mayo 1000, as per usual. Today we're going to be breaking down White Contender Series Season 9, Episode 5, Week 5, same thing. But first, we go over last week's Contender Series fights. So you see, I did not terrible. I did, where is this? So, I did this 4-1. I'll take that. But yeah, McMillan's a dog. Enrique should have gotten the nod. I should have known better picking Samuel Silva, knowing that he's a Cage Warrior guy. But 36-year-old man. Can't really blame me on that one. The odds are pretty close though, so I should have known. But yeah, Lejacic round 1 KO easy. Jean Paul Lebonsnoyani. KO round 1. That was pretty good. But this was basically proven. Like what I said over Jack Condon was basically proven in this fight. Yeah, not bad. I'll take that. Just one slip up, but it happens. But yeah, this week, week 5, the first fight, is Felipe Franco versus Freddy Vidal or Vidal. Vidal? I don't know. It's a light heavyweight fight. Not a lot of competition, talent in that field right now, so this would add a lot to it. Just like heavyweight, but I chose Franco KO round 1. This one's weird, just because Vidal only fights in Flex, right? Flex is not a well-known organization. 2-4, 0-0, 2-2, 3-1, and then he has like an LFA fight somewhere in there. And then you look at Franco's last 5 fights, and that's not terrible. It looks pretty good, you would think. But then you look at it a little bit closer. You put a little magnifying glass on it, and you're like, wait, something's not adding up, because you look 0-0, 0-1, 19-16, 0-0, 0-2, and it's a demo fight guy. He's a demo fight guy, which tells me absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, because the only other demo guy that came out or that's in the UFC is Rafael Caqueira, and he is dog water. He's not good at all. And he's a demo fight guy. To be fair, whenever he started fighting, he was signed short notice, and I guess they gave him a contract to give him like a second chance. But that dude lost to Ibo Aslan on his first UFC fight, which I believe was on short notice, so I don't really blame him. But it just doesn't look good. I don't know what else to tell you. To come from demo fight. But yeah, I mean, all of his wins or Franco's wins are by KO. He does have, I believe, 3 subs, 1 arm triangle choke, 1 rear naked choke, and then 1 submission. Doesn't say what it was. So he isn't terrible, but out of pure strength and I guess like muscle, I'm taking Franco KO round 1. Vidal just doesn't show me anything. Yeah, like the what's the word? Like the records do not look good at all, especially on Franco's side. 0-0, 0-1, 1916, 0-0, 0-2, and then if you look more into his what is the word? Record 0-0, 0-2, 0-5, like it's in his first 3 belts, and it's just like that doesn't look good at all. You look at Vidal's. Vidal has 0-0 for his first fight, 0-0, 1-1, 3-1, 2-2 in his amateur belts, and then 1-1, 0-0, 2-4. Like that's not terrible. It's pretty good, but like that doesn't tell me anything. This is basically just who has more, I guess, experience. And I'm taking Franco. Yeah. Low confidence. This is low confidence. And then you have the next fight, which is Jason Blair versus Samuel Sanchez. This was weird because I have Jason Blair, and I just realized his pick'ems, which is kind of surprising. I didn't expect that. And you see, look, he's a Cage Warrior guy. You know, I like you have to follow that. Like if the fighter in Dana White Contender Series is fighting, and he's from Cage Warriors, there's like a good chance he's gonna lose. Okay, I mean that's just how it is. Like, but you look at this other guy. He's a demo fight too, or demo fight guy too. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Jason Blair came in on short notice to fight Cody Steele. Cody Steele, no, he only has one fight, and it was against Rongzhu, I believe him. Rongzhu, I believe Rongzhu. Rongzhu is not bad. Rongzhu is like a good gatekeeper, or like middle, close to the rankings, like middle. No, what's the word? Journeyman. I wouldn't go as far as saying journeyman. He's a gatekeeper to the rankings. So Cody Steele, not a bad opponent to lose to, and especially since this was on short notice. This was on short notice. I remember. But he's a Cage Warrior guy, you know, like, like okay. You have two guys, or two organizations that I don't trust: Demo Fight and Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors is a little bit more respectable, but I will say, Jason Blair's other loss is to Abnad Hazanda or Hassan Zada, which was a guy that got caught for like he was supposed to fight, I believe, Ryan. No, what's his name? Evan Elder, I believe. Evan Elder or some other guy, like around that area. Um, but he got caught with like abusing a child, so yeah, they got rid of him. Thank God. Um, and there's another guy, Jeffrey Craig, who he lost to by split decision, so could have gone either way. So two losses that aren't terrible, or three rather. Um, but him being subs just tells me that he needs to be careful. But he does have his own sub wins, as in the rear naked choke, arm triangle choke, arm bar. Like he has KOs, he has subs. He's pretty even on those. He has almost a even amount, four KOs, three subs. And then when you look at Sanchez, Sanchez doesn't look good, in my opinion. Yes, he's the younger guy. Like him being younger does tell me a lot more. Or it doesn't tell me a lot more. It makes it a lot more promising. But then you look at his fights and he's a demo fight guy. Like demo fight, and then two random promotions. 17-5, not bad. 7-7, 7-11, 10-6, 1-0. And then you look at the competition from Blair and it's a lot more even, I would say. So I mean, just going off of that tells me a lot more. And then if you look at, you can't even see it on here, but one of Sanchez's losses is by heel hook. Actually, the only loss that he has is by heel hook. So yeah, I don't know. That tells me he's not, I guess, prepared to get taken down. Because I mean, I will say he does have it doesn't show on here, but he does have a submission win by. It doesn't say, but there's a submission win on his record. So yeah, but he did get subbed also, so I wouldn't trust him. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm taking Blair by decision, but definitely sub is 100% live. I would not put that past anybody if they took that. But yeah, that's what I have for this one. I would say like medium confidence. I wouldn't even say I'm low. I would just say medium. I don't know why the odds are even. Yeah, that's what I have for that one. So like I said again, low confidence, medium confidence. Next fight, Cam T versus Lyrian Douglas. Douglas KO round one. Cam T isn't that good, I believe. He tends to be kind of gun shy. especially whenever I saw him against Kevin Vallejos, which isn't a bad loss. You know, it's Kevin Vallejos. You know, he is, in my opinion, a future title contender. Um, but you know, if you want to prove yourself, you have to prove yourself even against guys who are future title contenders. And this didn't improve me. This didn't improve anything. And then fighting in Island fights, Empire, Fury. Like Fury's not bad, but like Empire. Like I've never heard of these promotions, and like I'm not even trying to say that as like try to be mean or anything. But it's just like if I want to trust somebody, I need to trust them in a good organization, somewhere where they can be proven. This doesn't prove anything. As soon as he's out of those, and we're back. Had a little jump cut, but anyways, back to what I was saying. I haven't seen anything since his Kevin Vallejos fight, or Vallejo, Vallejos. Cause I mean it's 9-8 guy, 5-4. Like doesn't tell me anything, and I'm just gonna trust Douglas because I have seen him fight before, uh, specifically against Javier Reyes. He's pretty good, and he's also fighting on later in this on the series. Um, Javier, by the way, but yeah, he's good. This guy is good. Javier is Javier is not someone to fuck with. This dude is good, and KOing him is insane. Um, this is easy. This is like a lock. I mean, look at the odds. He's like like chalk or juiced for a reason. But yeah, this is easy Douglas win, KO run one. I know not much else to say about this one. Next fight is Chanel Dyer versus Carol Foro. Um, I'm thinking Dyer decision. Um, this one's weird. Um, but I'm gonna take the taller and more proven fighter since she has wins in the PFL and Aries. While Foro, okay, Jungle Fight is not a bad promotion. I think Jungle Fight is good, and UAE Warriors. So she's not a bum. Foro is not a bum. Excuse me. There's a reason why these odds are really close. Like 3-2, 9-2, 11-7, 4-2, 1-0, 7-2, 3-1, 3-2. This one, to be fair, this is an unknown organization. 4-3, 2-0. Like neither fighter is someone to mess with. But I'm taking Dyer by decision. This is gonna be a really good fight, though, in my opinion. Um, like let's look over both of their um records real quick, or a deeper dive. So Dyer has decision and KO wins. I believe it's 4 KOs, 2 decisions. Her last one being a decision. Um, Everything else being a KO. So she can do it. She can definitely do it, and she has submission skills too. And one of her grappling I mean, it doesn't really translate over that well, but she does have a grappling submission win, omoplata. So she knows what she's doing. Plus, either that or her opponent was really bad. Um, but I will say she does seem kind of worrisome on the ground. But I only say that because in her amateur win or amateur losses, she got choked out and she's gotten ground and pound twice. Now while we look at Foro, on the other hand, Foro it's only KOs, one submission, one decision. Almost all. I mean, look at all KOs. All KOs. Um, she has one split decision loss to a LFA fighter, Beatriz Consoli, and everything else is literally just like just a win. But you can see she does have her striking is her forte. She has one submission win, which is impressive, but Everything else is her forte and isn't striking. This one's weird. This one's really weird. I'm taking Dyer, but could easily go 4 as well. But I'm gonna take her just because she's taller, a longer reach, and she's younger. Those are like three things that look a lot better. But don't count out 4. Do not count her out. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Next fight. Oh, actually, I'll say this is low confidence. Next fight is Anthony. How do you even pronounce that? Gracio versus Steven Asplund. Asplund. God, these last names, man. Um, I'm taking Anthony Guracio by KO round 1. This one's weird as well. Because I will say both fighters don't have a lot of promise. I will keep it real. I'm not going to lie. They both don't have a lot of promise. Especially Absalon, since he's been submitted once. Um, like, okay, all his wins are KOs, -1 being a decision. Um, his only loss was by submission to Denzel Freeman, who surprised is not on, hasn't tried competing for the Dana White Contender Series because he beat a Dana White Contender Series contender. Like, he beat him, and the guy was Hugo Cunha, which he fought last year. So I don't know why he's not on here. Maybe he will, hopefully. But Gursario is, I think, me personally, I think he's alright. He's not good, in my opinion, but he's not bad. Um, but he does only have 3 records. I mean, 3 wins. That says nothing. Absolutely nothing. But he does have 3 wins. In his amateur bouts, he has almost entirely just KO wins. Literally all KO wins. That spans from like kickboxing to MMA to like just regular boxing. And then his professional career, we have a submission win as his debut. It doesn't show on here. Yeah, it doesn't show on here, sadly. Submission win to a 1-5 guy, so doesn't look too good. And then we have the. Oh wait, no, it does show up right here. Yeah, 1-5 guy. Then we have the next fight, which was a KO win, technically, by to Jerry Watterson, but it was overturned. Doesn't say why. It just says a violation on Gursario. So maybe he was caught for something. I'm going to assume maybe like back of the headshots. I don't think it would be PEDs. I mean, to be fair, it could be anything, but I'm not gonna assume the worst. And then the fight after that is Justin Harbison 1-0, and then Billy Schoenfelder, who was supposed to fight, or who did fight last year. I believe around the same time, actually, week 5 or week 6, he got demolished. Who did he? Let me check. Schoenfelder fought Danilo Viodvikin, I believe is his name. I thought he won, or I thought he was gonna get the nod, but I guess he didn't. Huh. Interesting. No, yeah, he did win a contract, but he hasn't fought. It's been almost a whole year. How has he not fought? Huh. Interesting. Anyways, yeah. Schoenfelder was someone who had a lot of promise. He was really high, and he lost to Daniel. I believe his name was. Yes, let me make sure. Daniel. Yeah, or Danilo. And then we have Schoenfelder's next fight was supposed to be, or was Gursario right here, as a tune-up. absolutely demolished him, KO'd him in round one. Um, so yeah, I, that's impressive to me. That's impressive. I think he wins by KO round one. The only discrepancy would be like height, but honestly, he has some promise. I'll take him. It's close odds, but I'm taking him by KO. I would say this is like medium confidence though. So medium, low, lock, medium, low. I probably have changed up some of the one of these like confidence levels throughout the video, but for sure low, for sure medium, for sure lock. This is the only confident one I'm in. Lock. Um, I would say I just said low, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it low. I'm gonna say low. This one I would say medium, medium to high. Medium to high will be what I pick. So yeah, that's what I have for today. That was the White Contender Series Week 5, Episode 5. Yeah, I'll probably try to add like a counter somewhere in this video. Throughout the video. If it'll probably be showing like right here or something of like my record so far. But yeah, that's what I have. Um, just so you can see a little bit more clearly, I have right here. The card. Lusario KO round 1, Dyer decision, Douglas KO round 1, Blair decision, Franco KO round 1. Yeah, that's what I have. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.